Hey ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the channel. Next up on my grandfather's pocket knife collection is an Eclipse. Not too familiar with the Eclipse brand, but from my cruising through the internet, apparently Boker used the Eclipse trademark. And from what I can tell on my Googling is that they used this trademark between 1887 and 1918. So that makes this a pretty darn old pocket knife. But please let me know if that's wrong, because there actually is not a ton of information on Eclipse. You know, I've seen people go, oh, it's Boker trademark or Boker brand, and that's about as far as the explanations go, as far as what I can find. So I don't know if this was made in Germany or the United States. It does not say Germany on it. So it makes me think it's US made, Boker USA. However, if it is indeed that old, I don't believe that they were making Boker knives in America then, only in Germany. So I don't know. This knife is really nice. It reminds me an awful lot of a challenge pocket knife I did some time ago, although there are some differences, but this seems to have been kind of a nice style back when it was first made. This kind of big, chunky, I believe this is ebony, so some kind of dark, dense wood as the handles, because there's a couple of them that I've seen, and it's got big springs in the back. This one happens to have kind of a little issue here where it's pretty big gapping right in there, but otherwise this is a very solid knife. It has a half stop here, and the snap is pretty darn phenomenal. You can hear that about across the street. Not exactly straight down the middle, leaning over to the side a little bit, but it's not, I don't think it's rubbing or anything. And it's got a really nice walk and talk, like this long nail pull. I have cleaned it and hit it with the flit, so it's a little bit shiny, but it still has a nice pattern from age. There's the Eclipse Cutlery Company, in case I didn't show that off clearly enough. It does look like, it's very hard to tell, but it does look like there's a repair done here. So this kind of big crack here, and this looks like something else. But this is a really nice repair, because I didn't notice that until I was really examining it. There's a little chip out of here. His handles aren't perfect, but pretty darn good. And I believe this is ebony wood, I believe. And yeah, it's a really nice knife. You know, it's got these bolsters on the end here, so this is a Jackknife. Secondary blade is pretty good too. It's not sharpened down too terribly. Half stop, nice walk and talk, nice snap. So it's just a big, chunky, beefy pocket knife that I really like. This guy a lot. It's really neat. A little bit of pitting and harnishing, and it had tape on it, so it's kind of funny. You could see where the tape was kind of protecting it, so the the rest of it didn't age quite as much. But so it's kind of weird, but interesting. This heard people refer to this as a bow tie shield, but I've also heard it as a hot dog shield. Yeah, and that's about it for, the brass liners, brass spacer. This is just a really good, solid, chunky knife. That transition is pretty darn good. You could definitely see it and all that, but it lines up really well there. And I just can't get over the snap. I love this thing. And the secondary blade off a little bit. There's a little bit of gap there, stuff like that. So, not perfect, I guess, but hey, this is like, if it is indeed, if 1918 is indeed the last time they used Eclipse, that would make this what, 106 years old. So I don't know. I'm not a knife professional. I'm just Googling and going off comments on here. So if anybody has any information, feel free to correct me. Yeah, it's just a really big, beefy, cool knife. All right, that's going to do it for this guy. Another awesome piece in my grandfather's collection. Hope you enjoyed that. Talk to you later.